And we're live.
Damn, that was fast. No countdown or anything. So, guys, welcome back to the Option Select podcast. I'm Rick, and with me, as always, the Mandalorian himself.
The Mando.
The Mando.
This is the way.
A.K.A. Ruben. This is the way.
This is the way, bro.
You'll be Mando. I'll be Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda? I'll carry you around.
Nah, I want to be Karistan.
Okay.
That motherfucker just vicious as... Man, he looks... I like how he looks, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He just has those piercing yellow eyes. Because, you know, has a black fur and then just looks at you. I'm like...
Yeah, he looked freaking swole. I liked him in the last episode. It was great.
Did you get caught up with it?
That,
watch it?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's one more in Peacemaker.
Finished it.
It's
finished it this week. It's done.
Oh, that's right. Today, that's right. Because it comes out on Thursdays, right?
Came out yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. So I gotta watch it Wednesday, Sunday. What else? That's about it. Anyways, guys, but this is a podcast where me and Ruben, we get together, we talk about video games, media, what's going on. We just share and we talk about it, and we just let you guys in on our conversation. And I hope you have a good time. If you are a returning listener, I want to say thank you very much, guys. We've been here for 140 something episodes. We really appreciate it. And if you're a brand new listener, it's like hanging out with your boys. I mean, like I said, we talk about video games, TV shows, what we've been doing, stuff we're looking forward to, pay-per-views, UFCs, all sorts of stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we start off every episode with, how was that bet?
What bet?
The bet we had last week.
Oh, we haven't.
Go on Twitch real quick. Hold on, guys. Guys, if we look it up real quick. So last week, guys, I don't know if you're listening or not. We had a little side bet.
We didn't even come up with the terms. We didn't even finish.
No terms. We just had a bet. Who wins? 1 point.
Oh, okay.
We had a bet last week, guys, and we talked about when we checked this week's episode, how many viewers will be watching on Twitch will be watching Horizon Forbidden West. Ruben said there'll be 100K watch viewers, and I said there'll be 57,000 viewers.
56.6.
Okay, all right. So I got 1 point for Rick. I got one.
There you go.
Okay, good bet though.
That's a good bet.
That's nice. All right, yeah, guys. I hope happy Horizon Forbidden West Day for everybody out there in the PS land. We start off every episode with how was your week, Ruben? Talk to me, dime.
This week was rough. It was pretty rough.
Work-wise? Everything?
Work was
Man,
work was fine.
Work's work. You're off on Friday.
I trained the guy Monday and Tuesday, so those 2 days were easy.
Okay.
Wednesday and Thursday were just long as normal, but like something went wrong like every fucking day. So
not a product.
No, it wasn't work. I'm talking about like personal shit. So I get in my car. It was like Tuesday or Wednesday, and I see my windshield's cracked. And it started from the top, and I got that sensor right there. I got that sensor, but it started from the top. It starts going down around the easy tag, and I'm like, "Fuck."
Cold weather?
And then I don't know. I didn't even hear a rock chip or anything like that on the way to work or anything like that. So I'm fucking driving home. I get to work. There's nothing there. I'm leaving. I pull my car forward so I can bike my truck in my spot, and there's this crack, and I'm like, "The fuck." And I go out there and I look at it. It's raining. I'm like, fucking shit. So
you just got the fog light replaced?
No, I'll get to that. Oh. And then, so
last in Honda.
I drove home. I went to work the next day, and I get into the car the following night to go home, and the crack got bigger. And I'm like, shit. I was like, this is gonna cost me a pretty penny because it's got the camera, it's got the sensor.
Well, you got insurance.
Yeah. But still, your insurance goes up either way. I mean,
premium go up though.
I could spend $1,000 or I could spend $50.
That premium go up though.
Yeah. So then I go in this morning to Honda to get my fog light ordered because I knew they weren't gonna have it, but they had to check the electrical system and stuff, make sure everything was fine. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, your fog light is out for sure, and we're gonna have to order that. It's on back order, and I'm like, all right.
Coming from China.
Cool. Japan. But I was like, all right. Cool. They're like, we're gonna keep the ticket open. We'll call you whenever it's ready. I was like, cool. And they were like, we're gonna get it washed up for you. And I was like, all right. And I wasn't thinking about it. And fucking sure enough, I get the car back after it got washed, and the crack got even bigger. I'm like, motherfucker. So I was like, you guys got a glass person that does this stuff? Because I'm at Honda.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we'll give you the number of the company we use. I was like, y'all don't do it up here? And they're like, nah. And I'm like, okay.
That's third party shit.
Yeah, of course. So I gave them a call. They ordered the glass. My insurance deductible on that's like $50, so it wasn't too bad. But still, it's better than spending. I think it was $965 for the windshield. Just for the windshield? Hold on, let me say that one more time. Just for the windshield. Because I asked.
Should have gone on my guy.
Yeah. The sensor and the camera fuck everything up.
Yeah, I don't know.
It fucks everything. That automatically makes $100 windshield exponentially more expensive.
Obviously.
Yeah. So fun times because they got to work around that stuff. So that was like the main thing this week. But work went well. I guess I sold a bunch of stuff.
You get in trouble again?
I'm always in trouble, dude. I stay in trouble. It keeps
it lively around there.
Keeps it lively, you know. I can't.
Keeps it fun.
But yeah, there was a guy that got passed over a few times, and we finally talked Boss Man into putting him into the training program, and I volunteered.
What do you mean he got looked over? Like he's been in the warehouse and been trying to get a shot?
He's been on the route, trying to get onto a route.
Mm-hmm.
And he got passed over by some people that the GM and SM knew that basically were like from the previous company that they were working at. So he hired them and immediately gave them
spots.
Great. Right, because we're not union based.
Yeah.
So this kid got passed over. Like he was like the last kid to get picked for kickball.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's trying to decide what team they're going with, and then
it's even worse when like your homeboys from somebody else shows up. Like, oh yeah, just come on.
Yeah, come on in. Here's your
route. He's been busting his butts, doing his due.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the guy, but
no, you were exactly right.
He's paying his dues, doing what he has to do to get and then a spot opens up.
Hashtag nepotism, bro. That's what it is. And it's a damn shame because he's a good kid.
It is.
And sucks. So me and my manager stuck our neck out for him, and he's got a spot. So he's going to be training with me the entire month of March.
Good. I bet you told him, you motherfucker, you represent me. You better do good.
I haven't told him anything yet, but I will tell him on Monday whenever I see him. But yeah, he's a good guy, and I have no doubt. Every time he covers my route, anytime he does anything on my route, it's perfect. I have no problems. I mean, it might take longer, but that's okay. Like, you know, as long as you get the job done correctly, I don't give a shit what it is that you do. Like, I don't think he's going to need, like, a super advanced amount of training. He just needs to learn, like, how to be more efficient and things like that. So I'll be training him. I still got that trainee that I had with me Monday and Tuesday. One of those guys I got a route, like, pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
He only has a 2-day route, so I got to train him the other 2 days. But he's a good kid. Young, military man, good guy. So I look forward to training him Monday and Tuesday, and I got my other trainee on...
That's your title now, trainer?
I've been that, bro. Where you been?
Like a Pokemon?
How long we been doing this podcast? 144 weeks. Almost 3 years now.
I don't know. You say you have your own route.
Almost 3 years.
I mean, that's your title? I mean...
No.
They pay you extra for that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Well, for the 2-day guy, no. I just get help. But it means he gets to do all the heavy lifting, and I just get to stand around and look pretty. You know what I mean?
No.
So, yeah, it's nice. Like, you get help during peak season. My peak season is always like...
You don't have a peak season.
I don't have a peak season.
Training.
It's always...
That's called training. That's not peak season.
It's always busy. But yeah, so work was work and you know, home life. But anyway,
How was Horizon?
Get there, bro. Relax. Chill. Calm your fucking jets, bro.
Horizon.
Shit. Anyway, finished Peacemaker, the series finale of Peacemaker.
Yeah.
That one was it was okay.
Okay.
The rest of the series was better.
Yeah, I think they said confirmed season 2 for sure. It doesn't surprise me.
There wasn't a cliffhanger.
Doesn't have to have a cliffhanger, but I think they said they're gonna.
Sure. But yeah, so I'm glad that they didn't do it that way. They actually, you know, sewed up the whole thing. Finished Boba Fett last weekend. That one had a better ending than like the rest of the series was, I guess, because like
they were all good though.
They were good, but the ending was the last 3 episodes were definitely better than the first 3 episodes, for sure. Yeah, because Mando does elevate that show a lot.
100%, dude.
He does. They had to save the show, bro. What else did I watch this week? A little bit of Ted Lasso. Rewatching Ted Lasso. And then I started watching. What was it?
Euphoria.
No, I've been watching the. Jesus Christ. We did catch up on Euphoria, which a new episode comes out tomorrow. But I'm watching. What's that Kaylee Kuko show on?
Flight Attendant.
Flight Attendant. Thank you. I'm like episode 3 on that one.
It's good.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I dig it. Okay. It's a good little murder mystery, bro. I dig some murder mysteries, man. But good. It's a good show so far. So watch that, and then
What was it on?
HBO Max.
Okay.
HBO Max. Been trying to like change it up a little bit, get away from like the comic book shows, and because that's all I've really been watching is like 2 comic book shows, and then like Euphoria. It's just like I gotta change. Oh, Rick and Morty season 5 as well.
I wrapped it up. I liked the last episode.
I got to like episode 5 or 6, and then I passed out.
I don't know if I have a favorite episode yet. Did you see the one with Planet Tina?
Planet Tina?
Not yet, then. Okay.
I don't recall. The one that was fucking me up was the clones.
That was crazy. The
I couldn't keep up the decoys.
Decoys. They know. They're self-aware. The Asmovian cause cascade.
I couldn't keep up with it.
Asimov cascade.
I was like, no, stop. My brain hurts. I can't keep up with this crap.
Yeah, like I'm not high enough.
I was like, stop.
I was sober.
Oh man, but yeah. So I was enjoying Rick and Morty season 5. I think it's a lot more memorable than season 4 is. For whatever reason, I just think it's funnier. Because like I didn't really like bust out laughing on season 4 that much. Like because we were gonna like. Me and Alice were gonna start watching it on season 4 again. We're like, wait, we've seen all this. We've seen this. Oh yeah.
Like I remember the cum gutters. I remember the son of a bitch I'm in.
You son of a bitch.
The snakes one. I think that was my favorite one out of that season.
The space snakes.
Space snakes. I think that was my favorite one. And then when he knocks up a planet, that was funny.
Yeah, I couldn't do that one.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed 5, but for me, season 3, maybe because season 3 was my first season that I watched of Rick and Morty, but it's still my favorite one. I mean, that one had so many freaking bangers on that one.
Heck yeah. But yeah, I'm in the midst of watching season 5. But yeah, that's about it.
I don't hate the show. I just think season 3 was the strongest one for me.
For sure, it is.
Yeah,
it is. 2 and 3 for me are like my favorites. As far as video games, I started off this week with Sifu.
Oh yeah,
lots of Sifu. That game is mad horde.
That's right here.
Mad horde.
That's right,
it's
like 5 levels. I heard the bosses and the mini bosses are super tough. Like the trash, this is trash. But once you get the bosses, you have to really know their mechanics or their attack sequences.
Yeah, you got to know their patterns, and then some of the trash though, they're not easy, especially when they start grouping up on you like 7, 8 deep, and you're just like trying to run around and use the environment and stuff. But the game is really like the art style is perfect in that game. The kung fu and like the fighting and everything is pretty freaking dope, man. Like I have no complaints about that game whatsoever.
Sweet.
It looks amazing. It plays amazing. The soundtrack is amazing. Everything about it so far is like it has been my favorite game this year, hands down.
And it's Epic Game Store PS.
Yeah. It's what the heck was the name of that game studio? Now I'm gonna forget. But yeah, so far it's been my favorite game this year. It's just like the most unique and the most Slow Clap is the developer, by the way.
Slow Clap. I'll give it that. Yeah, I haven't seen a beat 'em up since River City Girls. That was a couple of maybe a year or 2 on the Switch. That's it.
Yeah. And then like the whole premise of it is kind of unique at the same time.
I'll give it that. That's for sure. I've never seen anything like that before.
Where like if you do bad, you're gonna get sent back to the beginning pretty quick. Yeah. So I've been enjoying the hell out of the game. Played a little bit of that this week. Look forward to playing some more, as well as some Pokemon Arceus, Pokemon Legends.
Yeah.
Finally got past all the garbage nonsense, whatever the fuck story.
Not garbage nonsense.
It's stupid, dude. It's not even a good story.
Like you're not playing it for the story. Yeah, you're playing it here for the collection exploration.
True. But
let me guess. You're the only one that has to collect it just to help fill the Pokédex.
Yeah.
Bring information.
Yeah. Exactly right.
There's 15 other Pokemon titles that done that. You're not playing it for the story.
And then but you got to figure out what's striking all these Pokemon with lightning. And imbuing them with some kind of crazy powers. And you're like, oh, okay, cool.
You got that cool-ass Growlithe, though.
I did get the cool-ass Growlithe. I need to fucking level his ass
up. I like when they do stuff like that, where they get like a Pokemon and they have like a version from that region. Yeah. Kind of change the style of it. I always thought that was cool. I like that.
I dig that. I've been enjoying the game. I got to... I forget what they're called with the Pokemon. Noble Pokemon. I'm on Electrode, which is like the giant Pokeball. So I'm in that area. So like I'm in the center of the map, and I'm working on that. But
is there a bunch of lightning Pokemon over there?
I haven't actually like explored it yet. I got there and I was like, all right,
Okay.
take a break. I got this far, taking a break. And then I got there. What was it, like Wednesday night? And then I didn't game at all Thursday.
I saw you. What date I see you there with you and House? Was that
Tuesday,
Wednesday night?
Tuesday and
Was
Wednesday.
that Tuesday? Okay, one of those nights, yeah.
And then like Thursday, I just kind of like took the day off. I got home like super late, and so I was like, nah.
How late?
Like 7:30.
That's pretty late.
Yeah, it's pretty late for me, especially since I started at 5:30. But yeah, so I got there. I was like, I'm gonna take a break, and then I pre-purchased Horizon Forbidden West Thursday. Yeah, Thursday at work, and then I was planning on staying up to play it at midnight because I didn't have to work today, and then I ended up passing out on the couch at like I don't know, like 11.
You got a digital copy?
Yeah, I passed out at like 11, and then I woke up at like 4:30 this morning. Yeah, about right around 4:30. I had my appointment at 9 with Honda, so I was like, all right, hopped on Horizon, did about 5 hours of that before.
Did you get
taking
off? DLC, like any like outfits for preloading it, for pre-purchasing it?
Yeah, you get a outfit and a spear and something else. I can't remember what it was. There's one other thing, but yeah, it was for pre-purchase or something like that. But I knew I was gonna like this game, so I didn't mind pre-purchasing it. Some games I do not, but I've already pre-purchased Elden Ring as well. So,
Did you get it on?
What, Elden?
Yeah.
PC. And if I gotta buy a second copy, then I'll buy a fucking second copy. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna twist my arm. Yeah.
Don't twist my arm. I'll play PC. I'll play my mage, and then on PS5 I'll play like strength base or something, dex base. So yeah, downloaded that last night. I started it at 4:30
How big
this
was the
morning.
game?
80 something gigs. 80. Yeah. I'm already on the memory card that you gave me. So I've been there. I've been there on the M.2.
Yeah, these games are getting bigger, dude. That's just 80.
Yeah, that's just 80.
That's just 80. That's right now. Wait till they do like some patches, updates, DLC, extra content for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. From here on out, guys, don't not be surprised to see games, normally coming out at 80, 90, even 100, and just getting bigger and bigger. I mean, that's just the way it is.
And here we are, fucking Call of Duty Warzone was just ahead of the curve at 100 gigs just for the standalone multiplayer.
Do you remember your PS1? You had like just those 12 megabytes?
8 megabytes.
Blocks? You had those blocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, little 15 slots.
8 megabytes.
But then
dude,
if you had like like NFL, Madden, it'll take like 6 of those blocks because it was just so much information. You had to like sort them out.
You had to that's why they had the little sticker on the front.
Yeah, you got to remember which ones you put on there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been gaming, boys.
So getting into Horizon, I started playing like I said at 4:00 this morning, give or take.
What's your initial thoughts? What's your hot take?
Hot take is pretty fucking good, man. A lot of the complaints that I had from the original game are taken care of in this game. Like the facial animations were terrible. They were Mass Effect quality.
Andromeda?
Yeah, like they would talk and it was like very stiff, and but this one, like, you can actually see their facial movements and it looks natural. Like their face actually looks natural during dialogue and stuff like that, and the faces just look so much better. They like pop out at you. More monster variety. They have a lot of returning monsters, but a lot of new monsters. The landscape is a little bit more diverse, and it kind of like when you're just out and about exploring and walking around the world, I feel like even though I've been the same place multiple times, I feel like I notice a different detail every time that I like want to go check out, like not just question marks, but just like walking around the world and stuff. The sound design is really amazing. The girl that plays Aloy, who was in that show, what's it called? Oh my god, Mythic Quest. Her name is Ashley Birch. She kills it in this one. She does a way better vocal performance than she did last time, but she's also a lot more like, I don't know, she's more of like an asshole in this game.
Oh, Aloy?
Yeah, like she's more of an asshole, like a dick, and which I'm fine with, but like also at the same time, like calm down. Like, you're Aloy. You're supposed to be like better than everybody, right? You're the clone of whoever the fuck. Elizabeth, I think was her name.
Is that who she's a clone of?
Yeah, she's a clone of Elizabeth. But yeah, Ashley Birch does a tremendous fucking job on Aloy's character, but so does like all the other voice actors, even like the little side quest characters. Um, fucking Hades has an amazing whoever the voice actor is for Hades in this game. Just oh my god, sounds so good, absolutely amazing.
I was thinking the actual game Hades, like
it might be the same person. I don't know. They sound really good though. They got that real deep, gravelly
like Darren
voice.
Knob.
Yeah, it's freaking. It sounds really good. Yeah, man. So like the sound design, the world design,
weapons,
the scale, the weapons.
What you rocking?
You can have 6 now. So I've got 6 different weapons at once. It's up from 4, right? So
I remember, you had your basic bow. Your standard melee weapon, but you could never do anything much with it. It was always just your melee weapon that I could recall. Your trip caster, where you put like a trip line, and then the one where you can anchor them down.
Rope caster.
I remember those.
They had multiple different types of bows too. So there was like a regular bow, and then there was like a sharpshooter bow.
That's right.
And there was like trip caster, rope caster, warrior bow. And this one, they added a couple of new things. I haven't played with the newest ones yet, I don't think. Oh, and there was the one where you like lob a grenade.
Yeah.
That one returns. Yeah. But there's one that like you throw out blades. It's like a glove where you throw out blades. I haven't messed with that one yet because I haven't found one that I wanted to buy yet or make.
So you haven't played with anything on the gloves?
On the Saw thing? No, I haven't. Okay. I haven't messed with it yet.
So I don't know. Is it?
It like rips pieces off of them, and
so is it kind of like a melee? Like she throws them out, or is it?
She throws them out like ninja stars,
like
or whatever.
A range.
Yeah, like ninja stars. But yeah, they changed up the skill trees a little bit to open up a little bit more build diversity, but they just kind of throw points at you. So like when you complete a quest, you'll get a point. Whenever you level up, you'll get a point. Things like that. So they're kind of throwing points at you, but you have to like unlock the abilities that you want. So like there's a lot of passive nodes, but there's also a lot of active nodes. And then in the tree, you'll have to surround, like there'll be a main node that's like a power you activate like by yourself, but you have to build up to it. So you have a little gauge at the bottom that you build up to by like knocking parts off or killing enemies or whatever. And then once you fill up that gauge, you have to open up the weapon wheel and tap the R1 button, and it pops off this power, and those powers are pretty strong. They could be like go invisible for 30 seconds or something like that, which will get you out of a bind. Mm-hmm. Another one was like you just do increased damage for a certain amount of time. Things like that. Like they're pretty strong, but you have to work your way up to it. Like, and you can save it for a specific time. The graphics are really good. To be honest, it's not like a crazy upgrade, like environment wise. Like I mean, it's there.
From where, like
from like
compared to from the
Zero Dawn from Zero Dawn. Like it doesn't feel like it's like super crazy of an upgrade, like graphically. Like I know that they did upgrade it, but like I felt like the previous game was just really jam packed with like foliage and like neon lights and giant monsters or whatever. Like this one, it's still all that's still there. They just they made it more so you don't really notice it, but it is there. You know what I mean? But it doesn't feel like it's like a huge upgrade once again because it's coming out on both consoles, but they do give you that solid 60 FPS performance mode, and then they give you the 4K one, which fucking looks terrible on PlayStation 5. Like I couldn't do it. I put it on the fidelity mode
fidelity mode
for 30 FPS, and I was like, fuck this. I took it off immediately. Like all I did was have to move, and I was like, nope, couldn't do it. Like the hair looks weird because her hair is constantly moving. Always, the foliage is always moving.
Does she talk to herself a lot?
Yeah, but it just looks fucking terrible in that mode. So I was like, nah, I'm good. Pass. Went back to FPS mode, and then and then just fucking 30 FPS looks so terrible, dude. It looked like you were running underwater. Like always.
I agree. I mean, I'm okay with 30, but if you have the option to go 60, go with 60. I mean,
but even at the 60 FPS mode, like you can tell that there is some cuts here and there for like ambient occlusion and things like that they had to take away from it to so the sharpness is lessened so you can get your FPS up.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of glitches in the game, bugs, I would say, even on release. Earlier I walked up to this camp and it was just a floating head merchant there. I took video and screenshot that I was gonna
Nice.
post later. What happened? Like, I got out of bounds in like the first tutorial area somehow. Like just straight up.
With the Unreal Engine? No,
I
they
don't-
got their own engine, aren't they?
Yeah, Gorilla's got their
Illumina?
own. They were the same one as Death Stranding.
That's right.
But
Death
like
Stranding borrowed it.
I got out of bounds somehow, climbed up a little bit, trying to figure out what was going on. And every time I moved the camera, it would swap from day to night cycle. So as I was moving the camera, the sun was rising and falling as I was turning the camera. And it was just the weirdest thing. And I got video of that too, which was hilarious. I had to like restart my save for that one.
So you had just like one game crashing bug, that's it?
I didn't have a game crashing bug. It's buggy.
Were you able to go back to your game after that?
Yeah, I was able to restart from the save. The guy eventually loaded in after I talked to him and went into like his trading thing. There's been some other things where like I haven't clipped through the world or anything like that, but you could tell like that can happen, like some kind of weird physics things going on there. For some reason, like it does that weird thing in the game where like whenever you're looking at water, like if you're swimming and the camera's in a certain position, you can like see through the entire world. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like where the
You see
above is rendered.
You see beneath the skin of the world. Yeah.
Right, so you can see like everything. So that it's doing that. Some weird texture pop-ins and things like that. But then like there's some sound bugs where like you'll talk to an NPC and like you'll just see subtitles. There won't be any sound,
Mm-hmm.
or like there's no enemy around you, but the battle music starts playing. Nothing too crazy. Like it is buggy. It isn't perfect.
It was day one.
It did have a day one patch too at like 16 gigs, I believe is what the list was on that one. So it's the 1.3 patch. But yeah, man, like aside from all the little shit like that, like the game's been pretty good, man. The story's pretty solid. It's definitely not a place that I thought they were going with it.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely hit you with the strong left hook early. And then again, like later on, like where I'm at, I think I'm like 9 hours in already.
Damn.
That's
You played after you got home from the Honda?
Yeah, I played. Yeah, and I played from like 9 to like until you got here, basically. Yeah, like we were playing Jenga for a little bit, take a break, and I cooked dinner as well. So
What'd you cook?
some steaks, bro, some thick ass steaks.
What kind?
Ribeyes?
Bone in or just regular?
Nah, boneless. So, but yeah, man, I'm having a blast with Horizon, Sifu, and Pokemon. It's definitely some top tier gameage this month.
There's a lot of games right now.
It's like summertime, but not.
There's a lot of good games right now for sure.
It's crazy
100%.
what's going on right now. It's like fucking November all over again. It's like you got 8 games in a row. And you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What came out in November? I can't remember.
No, I'm just talking about like
Shin Megami, that's for me. That one came out.
yeah, Shin Megami and Halo and a bunch of stuff came out. But like it's just like one after another. It's like, oh shit. It's like I want this game.
Oh yeah,
I want this
we're doing
game.
it again because next week it's gonna be
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
What else comes out?
Then in March it's gonna be
Persona Fighter.
No, Persona Fighter. Yeah, BB Tag's coming out with they're adding Rollback, which is fucking awesome. I can't wait.
Nice.
There's something else coming out on March 8th.
I look for it. Game releases. But yeah, that's about my week, dude. Nothing too crazy. How about you?
You doing any exercises?
Yeah, I worked.
What'd you get?
I worked. That was my exercise this week. I didn't work out this week.
Mm.
I haven't been working out lately.
Mm.
Been lazy.
Mm.
Been unmotivated.
It happens.
Facts. What about you, Papa?
Work was fine. I think I'm like, I'm just ready for work. I'm just ready for vacation. I just want to get away, not think about it. Just get away.
You want to get away?
I just want to get away. Play a Lenny Kravitz song. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So April, my first vacation. I just can't wait. April, June, August, October. I'm just waiting for vacation.
Nice.
I just don't want to wake up in the morning for work. Not because I'm depressed or anything.
I was like, okay, that was a little dark.
A little dark. No,
You want to go talk to your Glock
Go talk to my Glock
in the
outside,
forest?
in the car. No, but work was fine. It was work. It's just I just need a break. It's just been hectic. As for gaming, I've been playing. I'm at the final encounter in Persona 5 Strikers. Like the final encounter. Like already know. Like all the cards are on the table. Now it's just go in there and finish the boss. I'm like, okay, cool. I was gonna finish it Wednesday night, Thursday night, but knowing Persona and Atlas is probably gonna be like super long ending. So I was just like, you know what? I don't want to stay way up too late watching that. So I was like, I'm just gonna hit it for the weekend or Sunday for my off stream and just finish it. That way I put Persona 5 Strikers. I put like 48 hours, almost 50 hours in that game. I'm enjoying it. I liked it. I didn't think it was gonna be that long, but it was fun. It was a blast. They have, so you get to go do the dungeon crawling, and then of course along the way, just here's some requests. Go in there and defeat X and so X amount of these monsters, or go collect this, or go find that, or just a reason to go back into the jails, back to the dungeons. And I've been enjoying it. I mean, every time one pops up, I'm like, okay, let's go back in there, get my team, and just yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, you have your eight characters. You have Hiro, Morgana, An, Ryuji, Yusuke, Makoto, Haru, Sophia, Takenchi. So yeah, with those 9 characters, you're always able to just rotate in and out whoever you want. I mean, you always got to keep your main protagonist, but you can just rotate everybody else in that way. They're kind of low on level, bring them in, and just rotate and just bring them back up, which I enjoy. I like that, being able to be just fluid like that. You're not assigned to these certain characters, whoever you want. But yeah, getting close to wrapping that one up. I'm excited.
Nice, man.
And I picked up. So I already told myself I'm getting Elden Ring on PC. So I already purchased that one.
Good.
Yeah, I got it. Like, I don't care. Shut up, take my money. I'm buying it. And then I also purchased. Well, since I've been working a lot, I was like, you know what? I need to treat myself. I bought King of Fighters 15. I was like, yes.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was playing it Thursday night. I had a good time with that game. It's pretty fun. I plan on going back tomorrow in the evening and have the boys come over and stream it. But
nice.
Yeah, I had a good time just playing it, learning characters. I had some of my online friends show up and chat. Like, hey, what are you doing? I'm learning the game. It's like, okay, I'm loading it, loading up now. So let me start a room and then we'll just start playing. Like, okay, and we just started just picking characters and hanging out and playing. Right now, I have 2 characters that I have in the maybe pile for sure. I'm still working on a third. So right now I got Robert Garcia and Terry Bogard. I got those 2. Okay. Now I just got to work on a third. Either Kyo.
How many characters?
Angel. It's like 44.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot. So, I mean, or Hydern or Clark or...
Are there any shadows? Like characters that are basically like exactly the same, but like different skins, basically.
There's some that are similar in style. A lot of them have fireballs and DPs. So other than that, though, I mean, it all comes down to, I don't know if there are any like shadows. Right. I think they're all there.
Well, that's what, like in Smash Bros. Like there's like 3 links.
Yeah. Well, they all play unique, but it's like right. Belmonts.
Very, very slightly different.
Yeah, it's like the Belmonts. They're like it's Richter and Simon.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not too different, but they're still different enough. That's what I was talking about. Like, is there like characters that are extremely similar?
What I've noticed, some of them have DPs and fireballs, but other than that, though, I mean, there's a like executing the supers. There's a challenge to that because because one will be quarter circle back, half circle forward.
Okay.
And then you have to if you want, but then you could cancel that into half circle back, and then you could cancel it into like half circle forward, half circle back. I'm like, I mean, the executions are. I'm not saying that they're not the hardest, but you have to really know how to cancel the specials. But that's like on the higher end stuff. You don't have to do all that,
right?
But the option
that's A tier.
There's layers. Yeah, there's layers to it. If you really want to go in deep and wreck some shop, like you could do that. You have the
nice, man,
the capability. So I started off, went through the tutorials, and they have like 3 different type of jumps.
There's a short hop,
yeah, there's
long
shops,
hop, and
long hops, and super jumps. Yeah, so even then, just trying to figure. I'm playing on that one on pad too, and it's just light punch, light kick, heavy punch, heavy kick. That's all it is. And then a combination of like punch and kick to activate this, or double punches to do your EX moves or something like that. Or so I mean, it's pretty simple. So I just have it on the pad. I'm trying to just change my mindset of because I always had this stigma of fighting games. You had to play with sticks, and I've always had that with Street Fighter. So I've always been used to that with Street Fighter. Always because it was 3-3, light, medium, heavy, whatever. But I know like some other games where I started to really notice it was when I was trying to play like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat has a lot of like high punch, low punch, and kicks. Low punch, low kick, high kick. But they'll also have stuff like on the bumpers to represent things. And of course, I mean, it's all about muscle training. If you could train yourself to put all these other side buttons to your pinkies, you can. But what I've started noticing is like a lot of these controls are really, a lot of these, the button configurations are just really friendly for the controller just to keep it on, your shoulder buttons too. And that's what I've been doing with Guilty Gear Strive. Like that one, like I try to find a button layout for me that I could be comfortable with, but it being primarily 5 buttons and me wanting to put like a dash macro and a freaking RC macro or RC shortcut and a freaking burst shortcut, I found it easy for me just to put it on the controller and use the bumpers and the triggers.
Yeah, I felt the same way about that game.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think that there was enough buttons. Because like what fucks me up is when there's low, medium, high on kick and punch, where I have to like where I have to like roll my thumb in an awkward position to like X and Y, and then like X, Y, and right trigger or X, Y, and like it feels weird doing that motion. But for like the 5 button fighters, like Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear, like I didn't really have too much of an issue on that. It's like, okay, because I can hit those. I don't actually have to like do the roll motion and like and then figure out which bumper or trigger to hit. So yeah, on Guilty Gear, after like day one, I played with like a stick, and then after that I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go to a controller on this one. It feels way more comfortable.
Better, yeah. And like I said, back in the day, I used to be like, oh, you have to play fighting games, you have to play on stick. But after that, that mentality just kind of drops. It's like whatever is comfortable.
Rick is evolving, guys.
It is. Like I said, but I mean, I still play Street Fighter on stick just because that is just fundamentally, it's just 3-3. Your tech, your skill, and your trigger, they're right there. It's pretty simple. It's nothing that I've played that game so many times that playing on stick is regular. So I'm moving more into pad when it comes to these other fighting games. But I'm enjoying it. I think it looks fine. It's not like it. Guilty Gear still is hands down the like most beautiful fighting game I've like ever seen.
Facts.
Guilty Gear Strive and Xrd. Guilty Gear just looks good.
Yep.
I mean, of course, I'm a fan of the whole anime aesthetic. It looks great. But King of Fighters, I'm fine how it looks like. It doesn't have to be super fancy or anything. I mean, the functioning, the doing combos and stuff like that. They do have this like an auto combo. You go punch, 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 and then depending on whatever last one you hit, it'll be either like a super or a max. I don't know. They have so many weird names for their specials. Like I'm okay with that because they're not the most optimal way to do things. So it's like, okay, if it's there, it's there. I mean, give someone a chance to, if they don't really know how to play the game, just to do something and play them. But of course, if you want to be real technical and nitty gritty and cancel your specials into another special and then go into max mode, like that is all there. So there's different layers to that game and I'm enjoying it. And like I said, part of the fun is just trying to find my characters. Because like I said, when I was playing with my buddy Viet last night, we were like, okay, I'm going to pick this, and this, and then see if that works. Okay, now this character was maybe, so I'll keep him on the team, and then I'll try this other person, and then while you have that new person, I was like, well, my really strong character, I don't want to use him up front right away, so I'll put my strong character, Terry, as my very last character, and I'll use the ones I'm kind of okay with, up front, so that way you can just have like, layers and strategies and be like, okay, this feels good. So I've been having a blast with that. So and I can't wait to play tomorrow. So I'm hoping to stream it and have the boys. I was messaging Dirk and Pete and Johnny, see if they could come over tomorrow and hopefully stream it. So it could be
good music.
The music the music sounds kind of. It sounds kind of like a retro, like a retro SNES style, kinda. Kind of with the bleeps, and kind of like that
like
sounds.
8-bit, 16-bit,
a little bit like that. But I didn't really catch on to the music. I like how some of the stages look like. They have a Metal Gear Slug stage in the background.
Nice.
Yeah, so in the background you see the tanks and the little dudes just hanging out and stuff like that, and they're just and the babe hanging out. Dope. Yeah, so I like that.
The dope in the camo shorts and the bra.
Yeah,
it's all torn off of her and shit. She's like, ah.
Yeah, because SNK Neo Geo and all that.
Right, of course.
So, but I just purchased the base game. I didn't buy any of the day one DLC or not that.
Okay.
And not because I don't want to. It's just like let me just play the game first. If I really click with it and mesh with it, then I'll continue it because I know they're gonna have one of the characters that I've always been like fond of is Rock Howard. He's gonna be coming out pretty soon, so I'm excited for him. And the thing is, like, my knowledge of SNK characters is very limited. It's just from what I've gathered and learned when I used to play Capcom versus SNK2, and that was back in early 2000s.
Right.
Yeah, that was like my first game that I had for the PS2. So I'm very limited on some of the characters there. So, but that's fine. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm going to stream it tomorrow and just play some more.
All right.
Yeah.
Going back to the March releases, I was looking through these while you were talking there, and on the 8th, the only game that's going to be released is Spellforce 3 Reforced. So I don't think that was the game that you were talking about.
That's Twitter's thing coming out in March.
Here on this list here, like the top tier ones that I see is Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, Stranger in Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin Story, Ghostwire Tokyo, which is March 25th, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, Crusader Kings 3, and then like those are the big ones.
You know, that Final Fantasy Stranger in Paradise has been under my radar, but if I get to see
under your radar or on your radar?
It's been under my radar. Like I've just heard about it. Like, okay, sir, okay, whatever. You know, I haven't seen anything. I haven't it hasn't piqued my interest to go look at screenshots or story or development or anything like that. But you know what? The closer it gets to it, maybe that could change. And I'll keep an eye on it or something.
Gran Turismo 7, March 4th. I forgot about that one. Yeah, Gran Turismo 7. That's it.
We saw the preview for that one, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of previews for that one.
This one, they show the Supra at the very beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks mad nice.
The dopest.
The dopest of dope. But yeah, I think I honestly might take off March buying video games and just fucking just complete everything that I've got.
Backlog.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I think
fucking for Horizon Forbidden West is gonna take up at least 30 to 40 hours.
Easily.
Just story.
Easily.
Like, this is if I don't do anything extra. And then Elden Ring, of course, is gonna be another 30 to 40 hours on top of that. I'm pretty sure if I just do main mission stuff and not do dungeons or replay the game with you guys or whatever. But yeah, so
did they release a list of all the classes yet?
No, there's like 8 classes that have been
I saw
released.
like Confessor, Samurai. What else did I see?
You know, it doesn't really matter. It's just your starting stats.
I know.
It doesn't matter.
I know, but I like how the Confessor looked. I like pretty cool.
Samurai's in there for
Samurai
sure.
looked pretty cool.
The one that I liked was the Dex based mage. It's like you use Dex weapons, but you have like different spells to like pull in or whatever. It looked fucking
like pull people in, stuff like that.
Oh my god, it looks so good, dude. I can't wait for this fucking game.
Next week.
Is
it?
It?
It's 18th, the 22nd.
It's 25th is when it comes out.
The 25th? What?
Yeah. 25th is the release date, and I don't even know what day that falls on.
Where'd you get your information from?
The internet.
Well, you got a website? What's the sauce, man?
Elden.
Don't say internet. Internet's too big.
Elden Ring. Do you want me to use DuckDuckGo on this one, Jamie?
That's too.
Yeah, it comes out in 6 days, which is the 25th.
25th. Okay.
Yeah, 6 days. So it'll come out on Thursday night.
Okay.
Or Friday. Where's my calendar on this thing,
man?
Mm-hmm. I don't know either, man. I just work here.
Scroll up from the bottom.
Yeah, calendar. There we go. Calendar says 25th is Friday, so it comes out next Friday.
Okay, can't wait. 1
week for me to beat Horizon Forbidden West.
Well, you're not gonna beat it, but you'll get real good far.
I'll get far. I'll get far enough.
You'll get far because face it, Thursday night you're downloading freaking Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's on that machine. I can play on that machine.
Whenever the second is downloading, that's it.
The minute that clock flips over.
Well, yeah. Whenever it says,
I think it's gonna come out at like 10 or 11 o'clock our time.
I'm pretty sure with Elder Ring they're gonna be like, "Hey, you can start downloading it now." Like sometime during the week.
I'm pretty sure the preload is already up, if I'm not mistaken. They might not have done it.
I know I purchased it already. I'm ready. Been ready,
bro.
So yeah. So like I said, when I was playing my buddy Viet, he lives over there in Austin, so our connection was fine. It was good. The rollback. I mean, we're not like super far away. We're not coast to coast, but the fact that we were able to just play our day one a game like that and have no issues, I enjoyed it. It was awesome. So I mean, good job on SNK having so far. Like I said, I only played for 2 hours. So like I said, I want to go back tomorrow and I'll play some more. But I'm excited. I'm really thinking like, all right, who's my team? I don't know. Can't wait.
You'll get it. You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
It's still day one. It's day 2.
I'll figure it out.
Day 3.
Little by little.
Came out what, Tuesday?
Thursday.
It came out Thursday?
Well, the early release was really the early like pre-release special. If you pre-purchased it, you got it like on the Tuesday or something.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
And then I think some physical copies hit the streets early because I think you saw some people. We saw some people streaming it last week.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of the fights?
The UFC fights?
Yeah,
they were good. I had a good time. Of course.
Saw a lot of suction cups.
And all the suction cup fighters lost.
They did.
All of them. Derek Lewis being one of them. Sorry, Derek.
You got that big elbow with the
bro,
that big old forearm from Bam Bam.
I was bummed out, but
Bam Bam he weathered the storm.
That's not Bam Bam. Taito Ivasa?
Bam Bam?
He's not. I don't think his name is Bam Bam. I don't think so.
What's his moniker then?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. Make me look this shit up.
I mean,
I don't think it is.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. Taito Ivasa. It is Bam Bam. You're right. Shuivasa is what they've been calling him lately.
Yeah.
Shuivasa.
There's an animal, dude.
Yeah, you're right, Bam Bam. That's back when he used to wear the super tight ass shorts.
Yeah.
Just please stop. And then he stopped.
I'm fine with it.
Thank God.
What else?
Yeah,
I've been sticking to my diet. I've been exercising, so been doing good on that part.
Good, man.
So.
You still on carnivore?
The animal-based one, yeah.
Animal-based? What does that mean?
It means eggs, cheese, yogurt, of course the meats in there. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You drop any more weight?
Because when I hear the name carnivore, of course, everybody's on that diet. That's the first thing they want to tell you. I get it, but to me, when you say that, or when anybody says that, I mean, it's strictly meat. Strictly meat. So, I mean, like I said, mine's just animal-based, other stuff. But yeah, I've dropped down to. I woke up this morning, sub 164. So
like 138.9 or
yeah, like 163.4.
Oh,
like
okay, 163.
So
okay,
it's
you're
sub 164.
right there.
Sub 164. I'm there now. It's just maintaining it and finish out the month. So, I don't know if it's because I just been super busy at work lately that I'm able to go with my fast longer. I could go past the 18-hour mark and be okay. I don't know if it's because I've just been so busy and I'm focusing on that, or is it because of the combination of changing my diet? So I can't, put my finger on what exactly it is, but I'm sure it's a combination of those two. Just constantly working and changing the diet is helping me just stay on my fast longer, not having to stop and think about food. So
that's good.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't feel like drained or anything, so I'm still able to function on swinging the kettlebells. I've been trying to do a lot more of the I think I told you already, but I'm focus more on doing the Tabata format, where 20 on, 10 off, and just cycle it through.
You haven't told me, but yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do more of that, especially like on Saturdays with my Saturdays in the mornings, which is my day off. I try to exercise when I'm fasted, and I try to make that just last a little bit longer. Instead of doing, the standard program on the Honest 6 is like 5 rounds. On Saturdays, I try to do maybe 7, 8. So I'll add some more exercises in there just to it. Maybe add some squats, maybe add some reverse lunges, or just something else. Just something, because it's Saturday, it's my day off. I got nothing to do.
What else you got to do?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I've been sticking to that diet, and I've been exercising, and I feel a lot better. I mean,
so when you started the diet, February, right?
At the beginning of February.
What was your weigh-in?
I was weighing it at around 174, 175, around there.
So 9 pounds in 3 weeks?
Just about, yeah.
That's not bad, dude.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, so 2 weeks in. It's about almost 3 weeks now, but yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
and keeping up with it? Feel good?
Yeah,
happy?
I'm fine. I'm sticking with it. I mean, I'm waking up. I don't feel drained. I don't feel out of it. I mean, I always Mikkel, my wifey, God bless her, she'll pack me like a little cup of I have a hard boiled egg, some slices of bacon, some jerky, a couple of cubes of cheese, and it holds me over.
Yeah.
So when I break my fast around 12:30, 1 o'clock,
It's light.
yeah, something I'll put something in the tank, and keep going until I get to the house and eat. So
yeah, that's good, man.
I've been sticking with it. So
that's good.
So far, so good.
Proud of you.
Thank you, appreciate it. So
hopefully we can get you below 160 by the end of the month.
We'll see. Yeah.
All right. So if you hit below 160, what do I got to do something. I got to do something to match because I haven't gained or lost. I've been at 148.
As long as you're maintaining, that's fine. Because
I need to get back down to 136 though.
What I want to slowly after I finish this month, I want to reintroduce vegetables and fruits back into the diet. That's another thing why I want to do this animal base. It's kind of like a reset. Just eliminate everything, and just have a base of just that diet. And then I want to bring in some because I miss avocados.
Avocados are
I miss avocados. They're delicious.
Fucking delicious, dude.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, I couldn't.
I miss avocados. I miss slices of oranges and apples. I miss just stuff like that. But it's okay though. Like I said, it's just a month, and I'll introduce that into my diet. Because for a while, what I would do is when Mikkel dehydrates some of the pineapple, I'll throw some of that in my yogurt. So I'm eating my yogurt and I just throw in some dried fruit in there just to give it some flavor.
She dehydrating it with the air fryer?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a dehydrator and an
air fryer. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Again, we've been getting a lot of use out of that one. She's been cooking like
coming
pork
up
belly.
with all kinds of recipes.
Yeah, she's been cooking a pork belly in the air fryer. I was like, really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice,
I mean, it's just.
Fuck yeah.
Like I'm not trying to sell I'm not trying to sell it, but the air fryer, like there's a lot of uses you could get with it. I've been enjoying it.
Dude.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
And it comes out really clean. Bacon, the bacon comes out immaculate, dude. I've been enjoying it.
Just started doing bacon in the oven for the first time.
Yeah.
And I always used to do it on a frying pan.
Me too. It was a frying pan, but I guess the frying pan that we have, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't distribute the heat evenly.
Yeah.
So it kind of like.
Some of it's crispy, some of it's chewy.
And then it's just not really all that good. The air fryer, I guess, because it's still brand new, and it was able to it cooks it a lot better and a lot faster too. And it just tastes cleaner.
Yeah, I've been trying. Like last weekend, I cooked breakfast for me and Alice, and I burnt the bacon. I cooked it in the oven for the first time.
Yeah,
and I did like 10 strips of bacon, and it was like 20 minutes, which was like a little bit too long. It came out like so half of it was crispy and half of it wasn't. And then I tried it again this morning, and I had it like right at 12, 13 minutes, and it came out
superb.
Fucking choice, dude. I can't wait to do it again. But yeah, I'm gonna start March 1st. I'm gonna start my fucking meal prep and all that stuff again. Cause I've been slacking on it. Like my ideal walking around weight is 136.
Mm-hmm.
I've been walking around at 148 for the longest time. But that's me eating whatever the fuck I want, and drinking and doing dumb shit. And I need to get back off of that. Like I know that it's been an issue for me, but like it hasn't been an issue to where I've ballooned back up to 235 pounds where I was.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like as soon as I see 150 on the scale, I'm like, okay.
But the thing is, that's how it starts. You don't want it to creep and be comfortable, because you start sliding, and then fuck, man.
That's a lot of hard work to lose the weight.
That's what I was doing. I was sliding, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to do that. I mean.
I feel you.
But yeah, I'm getting back into it. I'm feeling good, man. And like I said,
you're looking good.
Well, thank you. And slowly, I just want to introduce more.
Fuck.
Thank you. Slowly, I just want to introduce like avocados. I just miss avocados.
Just introduce avocados. It's healthy fats, high fiber.
But I want to finish my diet.
For sure, finish it up.
I told myself 1 month, Rick. 1 month, you can do it.
That's it, dude. Finish it up.
Yeah. What else did I play? I think that was about it. But yeah, I'm excited for Elden Ring coming out for sure, 100%. Yep. I want to do some more King of Fighters. And then I saw the news real quick.
All right.
That freaking BB Tag is getting rollback.
Nice.
I think they're doing like a beta testing starting on the 23rd, and I think by April they plan on fully implementing it.
Where did they announce this at? On their Twitter or something?
Yeah, I think it's Arc System on their Twitter. They announced it. They actually announced it a couple of months ago, and that Blaze Blue Central Fiction and BB Tag were going to get. Yeah. Ooh. Central Fiction's only getting it on PC. I forgot which one.
Probably PC, huh?
Probably PC.
It costs money to update to PlayStation.
I think so. Yeah.
It costs like $20,000 to
Does
update
it?
a game. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I think it's PC, and then I think but I'm not sure. You guys have to look it up. But I'm just excited that they are. I'm glad that Arc System is going back and going to some of their older games, popular games, and giving it the rollback. I mean, it's like, thank you for doing that, guys. Good job. I mean, I'll support that. Like I said, BB Tag was one of my favorite fighting games. Playing it offline with me and the boys used to hang out. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I freaking picked Jin Waldstein or Jin Markava, and dude, I just had that game was like a lot of the pro players will call it Kosuge, which means Japanese for shit game. But it's so much fun. I enjoy BB Tag. It's so ridiculous and off the wall. The music was awesome. I mean, it was basically like a 3-button fighter. And, it's like A, BB, jump, cancel, A, BB, and then super. The game wasn't about execution. It's mostly about meter management and using your resources and when to advance and guard and when to do your specials and when to bring in your tag and stuff like that. So I enjoyed it for what it was. It's high-paced action, just flying around. At some point, you have 4 characters on the screen all fighting each other. And it's just anime AF, and I liked it, and I'm glad it's getting rollback. I can't wait to play some more.
Central Fiction now has the update officially available to everyone on Steam, by the way.
Nice, okay.
And then they saw their players shoot up 3,000%.
For sure. I mean, what does that tell you? When they know that you're putting rollback on your fighting game?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Why at this point, we talked about it.
Yeah, now they're talking about cross-tag. Things like that, but the rollback netcode is live on Steam, and it was on. Well, that was during the Lunar New Year sale too.
Yes, yeah. So I think, and I know Johnny has talked to me about this. He loves Gran Blue Fantasy Versus, and I think it's a fun game also. But the fact that when it came out in March in 2020. It came out right at the worst time, at the wrong time to not have online capability. Because, I mean, not only was the pandemic, it's still going on, but it's, that's when you just, it was the very beginning where nobody knew what's going on with the whole COVID. So it was hard to
staying away from each other.
Yeah, it was hard just to even get in the same room with somebody else.
We were doing podcasts remotely at that time.
Yeah, we did a couple of weeks
March
of remote.
27th, I think.
Yeah, I think March into like early April. We did a couple. I remember we had Final Fantasy and we did that one online.
Yeah, that was sucked. Yeah. I wanted to do that one in person.
It's okay.
It's all right. We got Elden Ring.
Elden Ring's gonna be our next hype one.
Let's go.
But so and he was telling me, look, I hope with Arc System they could look back and go to some of their other titles like Gran Blue and get a rollback, because I enjoy playing Gran Blue. I mean, the whole you get to do some easy inputs for some of your supers, but if you still do the hard input. The manual input, you still get rewarded with more damage. I'm like, I think that's a good balance, and it puts it on cooldown if you do the shortcut. Like, yeah, and
it's a cool premise.
Yeah, it's a cool premise, and I really think that's going to be another avenue for games to explore, because there were games that I think it was Seth Killian and I think some of the Cannon brothers were working on a game called Rising Thunder, where all your specials were just on cooldowns, so you didn't have to worry about. Being execution heavy. And I think that's another thing that the new Project L game is focusing on. They're not about having special input or special inputs for your command, your specials. It's just kind of like Battle for the Grid, where it's like forward heavy punch and you throw a fireball.
Right.
So I mean,
did you see anything about Blazing Strike? Have you heard about anything about this game?
Blazing Strike? That's
Blazing Strike.
No. What is that one?
This one is it's a game that's supposed to be coming out. They just said that it's coming out this fall. And it's 8-bit, or not 8-bit, but like old school,
like a retro,
like
Pickles?
Third Strike art style. I think it's like a 4 or 5 button fighter. I just didn't know if you had seen anything on this one.
What's it called?
Blazing Strike.
I'm gonna write it down. Look it up.
2D fighting game.
Okay.
And I'll read here from the Destructoid.com article here. It says, first revealed during summer 2021, Blazing Strike is a 2D fighting game that hopes to replicate the pixel-based visuals and deep, engaging combat of arcade smash hits such as Capcom's Street Fighter 3 and SNK's King of Fighters. The title will utilize a 4-button system for attacking alongside several defensive mechanics, including blocking, parries, and guard.
Nice.
Additionally, a rush mechanic will allow fighters to spend meter to dash out a flurry of attacks at the risk of entering a groggy kind of like a state. And I'm gonna keep this website open so I can show you the trailer after we're done here.
Okay, yeah.
But if you haven't seen it, I watched a couple of like matches that they had in like I guess like a beta or alpha or whatever, and it looked pretty freaking awesome. Cool. I was like, I think that you would like this one. It was part of my news, just because whenever I saw it, I was like, oh, this is right up.
I love fighting games.
This is right up Rick's alley.
I'll buy them all. And I think at first I wasn't gonna buy King of Fighters because I was like, I never played him, but the more I saw of it, I was like, man. Give it a shot, Rick. I mean, you might like.
Why not?
You might like it.
Why not?
And I told myself, look, you've been working hard.
Treat yourself.
Why not? I mean, like I literally been doing a shit ton of overtime. I was like, I could spend $59.99 and not break the bank. I'll be fine.
Yes, you can.
I'll be fine. So yeah, so I'm glad. Yeah, so like I said, yeah, you know me. I love fighting games. I'll buy them all. I know I have some friends be like, yeah, but you suck at all of them. I don't care. I love playing fighting games.
It's a fun time.
I have a good time pushing buttons and doing supers. There's nothing more rewarding when you're just doing your freaking attack string and then you put a combo at the end and you do your super at the end and then you actually win the round. I'm like, fucking feels good. I love that.
Feels good, man.
Feels good. And then it's like, do it again. I'm like,
oh damn,
do it again.
I don't know if I can pull that off again.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, or you're learning something and like you make adjustments and then you start winning and then your opponent makes adjustments to your adjustments. Oh fuck! So you have to think on the fly to get around what they're
chess
doing.
Matches,
yeah, bro. It's a quick chess match of winners and losers real in 90 seconds. So yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, so BB Tag getting Rollback. I'm excited for that. Cause I'm just gonna play. I mean, I purchased it on Steam when it came on sale earlier a couple of months ago. Did you see the Capcom website countdown?
No. Go on.
Go on. They've been having like I'm intrigued. Go on. They've been having a countdown. I think you could search it up if you want to go to just web search Capcom countdown. So they've been having a countdown. Like it started like last week, and it was at 6 days, and now it should be down to like 2 days or 1 day, X amount of what you call it
for the 21st.
For the 21st.
Yeah.
How many days are left?
Wait. Everybody's talking about it. It's gonna be Street Fighter 6, basically.
So that's what. Yeah, everybody's talking about it because, like, okay, it's coming down right when because I think they're doing the CPT season finale right now.
Right.
I think. And
it's on the 20th. Is the finale is the final day of the Street Fighter Pro Tour is on the 20th, which is
okay. Because I know they're doing an event though right now. Though.
Sunday. Yes, the event started yesterday night.
I guess the exhibition matches are going on right now from different regions or something like that.
It ends at 9 p.m. on Sunday.
On Sunday? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Pacific. So, hopefully, like being CPT, Capcom Pro Tour, it could be any other fighting games. But right now, if I were to bet, which I'm not a betting man, but I will bet you a month off from God of War. If
I'm not fucking doing that. If
Covington wins,
I'm not doing that.
We'll tell you about that bet later, guys.
I'm not doing that.
But if I was a betting man, I'd say that's probably going to be Street Fighter 6. That's just me. And I mean, I really doubt it'll be any Marvel fighting game. No. Street Fighter Capcom v Marvel. I doubt it.
You remember that big ass leak that happened at the end of 2020, right? Where they were like
Street Fighter 6.
Where Street Fighter 6 was, that's
so
very strong.
That's what
very strong.
Like I said, I'll bet money it'd probably be Street Fighter 6. Like some people said, maybe Resident Evil 4 remake, but it could be. But during CPT Capcom Pro Tour, I'd say fighting game at the very least, for sure Street Fighter 6. That's what I would say.
Right. And I would agree with you.
Yeah.
I would agree with you because it's coming off the tail end of the Capcom Pro Tour.
Yeah.
Now, if they do show it off, what do? They do a title splash screen? Do they show gameplay? What do they do?
Well,
what's the over-under on this?
Well, what they do, what they already said, the developers right now that are taking the helm, that are at the helm right now at Street Fighter 5, said that Luke is going to be the future of the franchise. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Luke, maybe a little bit older Luke, or something like that, maybe a different style. But they said he's going to be the future of it, so I don't know if he's going to be like the main protagonist. Maybe it means they're going to be pushing like maybe Ryu and Ken and Chun-Li to the side and going with Luke and the new cast.
I'm fine with that.
So I wouldn't be surprised. I would And you're 100% agree. I would not be upset if they got rid of Ken
Make
Reed.
new games.
Or have like Ryu like in the background, like he's a grandfather now, a father now, and he's like teaching a son or teaching another pupil or something like that. I don't know. Right. But yeah, I would suspect it'll be, be like a title screen, Street Fighter 6, maybe a picture of Luke, a quick flash of Luke doing something, saying something, like an image, and holidays 2023 or something, more information later.
I think it's just going to be surprised. A title splash screen, like music with like a little flashy intro sequences of a couple of characters where they don't actually show the characters, like just silhouettes, and then boom, splash screen, boom, more info to come at E3, and then they show more info at E3.
At E3 or whatever. Event
but the big announcement is going to come Monday for sure.
That's what I think is going to happen. Yeah, so I mean,
it's a big teaser basically. Announcements for announcements.
Because everybody had rumors and speculations that Street Fighter 5, this season 5 that came out wasn't supposed to come out. That it was supposed to be announced for Street Fighter 6, but with everything going on, everything got pushed back and held. That I don't think Street Fighter 6 was. Apparently, from out here, Ono wanted to do something really weird with Street Fighter 6, and Capcom was like, "No, we're not doing that." But we still got to have something. So that's when they started. That's when they extended with a season 5 of Street Fighter. Because originally, when Street Fighter 5 came out back in February 2016, I got that burned in my memory. Mm-hmm. They said they plan on supporting the game till 2021.
Yeah,
that was the original plan.
And then COVID happened.
And then COVID happened, and then Ono, they pushed Ono out. The game had a really rocky launch, really rocky. It was bare bones. I mean, it was a free-to-play game with a $60 price tag,
Oh, Battlefield 2042?
Yeah. I mean, it was still playable, but...
It was still playable.
You still play Street Fighter.
You can still play it, not like Battlefield, but
yeah. You can still at least play Street Fighter.
Gotcha.
But,
I gotcha.
It just... I mean, that's honestly like a good story of a tale of a game that could redeem itself. They stick with it and actually be in a good spot. Because right now, Street Fighter 5 is in a really, really good spot. Hands down. I mean, you can't deny it. But when you look at it from the launch date...
But yeah, isn't it go for that quote, though? That quote that's...
Shigeru Miyamoto?
Miyamoto's quote? Yeah. It's like, a bad game or a rush game is forever bad, but a
delay game will eventually be good.
Will eventually be good.
Yeah. So I mean, and I also believe. I mean, there's always been speculation and rumors that it kind of got rushed out. Street Fighter 5 got rushed out on the PS4 because Sony was throwing money at them just to get it ready for so they can have a big major fighting game title on their platform,
right?
Which makes sense because I think
Killer Instinct was at the time on Microsoft.
Killer Instinct was in Microsoft, but because Sony, I think if you remember looking at the first Capcom Pro Tour, Sony was sponsoring a lot of the that season 1 for Capcom. So after the contract broke or something, I don't know. They wouldn't want to know. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with that countdown reveals.
So does this game only come out on PlayStation again? Or that's the thing. Is it a PlayStation only? Being as how hard PlayStations are to come by right now?
Oh, that's a good question. I would hope it'd be also including on the Xbox platform, but bare minimum PC, PlayStation. Bare minimum, it has to be on those two.
For sure. Because that's what it was last time.
Yeah.
But do they include Xbox?
They should. I don't know why they don't. They should.
I agree.
I mean, especially a fighting game. The more platforms your game is on, the better.
I mean, look at fucking Brawlhalla for whatever the fuck it's called. It's got like 25 different platforms.
Yeah, I mean, every time you go on freaking on Steam and see how many people are playing it, or like the fighting game genre for Steam, it's always up there, because it's everywhere. You can always play it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, with Capcom, when they announced Street Fighter 6, put on everything. Put on everything. Bare minimum PlayStation console. I mean,
would you be mad PC. If it was only like they were like Xbox only or some shit like that, or PlayStation only or PC only or some shit?
If it was just one, yeah, I'd be upset. Like, why, guys?
Why?
You're shooting yourself in the foot. I mean,
I agree, but what if they were like, oh, we have more time to develop for this one platform and like optimize it for this platform and 60 FPS.
They better have a good reason if they do that. I'm just saying they
Fair
better
enough.
have a good reason.
I agree with you.
Yeah, and hopefully they learned all their lessons from.
Explain yourself.
Yeah, hopefully they learn their lessons from the Street Fighter V launch, and then like I said, with these new boys at the helm, I forget their names, but I wrote it down before.
A long time ago.
Yeah, Ayanaka and I don't know. I'd be embarrassing myself and them if I said their names. But yeah, with those guys at the helm, I mean, just sky's the limit now. Just
there you
do
go.
better. I mean,
be better than last time.
I mean, like I said, like I appreciate what Ono did when he was there at the helm. You know, he brought around he was able to bring, you know, Capcom Pro Tour. He was able to, him and his team were able to, you know, make that the forefront. And I mean, and it's a successful model because you had your Killer Instinct World Tours, you have your Mortal Kombat World Tours, you had your Arc Revo World Tours. I mean, because of that guy and his team, it was able to pick up, you know, a very profitable model, you know. And not only that though, but it gave players a reason to play the game, you know, for the circuit, like for professional players to actually want to do something, to get their chance to be, you know, to make a living at something.
Right.
And of course, honestly, and let's be real here, guys. Any game you want to be like make money off and support yourself, that's like less than 1%.
Right.
So I mean, it is what it is. But hey, I mean, the opportunity is out there. If you're really good, you have a chance to prove it. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What else did I got? Oh, speaking of Street Fighter, did you see the Magic the Gathering / Street Fighter Secret Lair?
Yeah.
I
saw that. It looked pretty dope.
I'm excited, dude. Like I haven't touched a Magic card. Well, I still have some Magic cards, but like actually played a game of Magic, sat down. Like it's been years, guys. Up front, guys. I don't know if you guys play Magic or not, but I used to play Magic the Gathering back during the Invasion block.
To be honest, I thought
Odyssey
it was fake.
block. The Invasion, Odyssey, Onslaught, Ravnica, Kamigawa. I think I stopped right around Time Spiral, guys. So take it as it is. But yeah, I saw those cards coming out. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. I can't wait. I want to go to my local comic book shop and be like, when is this coming out? And I want to buy, you know, the set.
At least two sets.
I want to buy a
set and open the set.
A set, and yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be like sold as singles or just a collection. They show you all of them or what. But I just want to get them. Have Mikkel like print me out some sort of like awesome frame and just put them on my wall somewhere in my studio.
Because they're all legendary creatures. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah,
and that's all the original cast of the Street Fighter 2.
Yeah. I can't wait. So I thought that was so cool. Like I don't play Magic the Gathering anymore, but I used to, and I love Street Fighter. Like I said, it's one of my favorite franchises. Like, why not, dude? I was like, come on, it's too cool.
As long as it's your turn, Zangief has indestructible. What?
Sounds about right.
He's got iron. He's got armor. Oh, just reading some of these abilities, dude. Like E Honda's fucking.
What's he doing?
The 100 hand slap. Whenever E Honda sumo champion attacks up to 100 target creatures,
get +0x.
Each get +0 +X until the end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand.
Up to 100 of them.
Up to 100.
All your tokens.
All your tokens. What? Like that sounds like an infinite player for sure. Like
there's a combo, yeah.
Yeah.
Combo players, yeah.
Some of these are just crazy. Blanca's got haste. Of course.
Just fly out the gate. I mean, and it's like the art, you know.
Dalsim's
I like
got reach.
Yeah, he has reach. He could block creatures that have flying.
Oh, it's so great, dude. Some of these are just perfect.
Yeah. I
need to talk to Steven, so if he gets himself a set, to buy me a set, and I'll just pay him for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my local game shop and or comic book shop that's down the street and be like, yo. Let me know. Just let me know.
I might have to go down to DNA.
Yeah.
DNA's right down the street.
Yeah.
I just want it for the art.
Me too. I said I just want to get the art, get one of each of those cards, have Mikkel do a nice frame, and just put them somewhere on the wall.
Perfect.
Yeah, or mount them somewhere in the bookshelf in the background or something like that. It's just so cool. Like I said, I love Magic, and I loved Magic, and I love Street Fighter, so it's a good combination. So I think that's about it on my part.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a game finally released this week.
Which one?
It's been, I think it's been in development for like 7 years. They did a beta release last year. They finally released it for next gen consoles. I think it's called Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah, what is it, like a patch coming out?
Yeah, no, it's already out. It's already out. They finally released it for.
Didn't Sony recently say, "Oh yeah, we're allowing it back on our storefront"?
Last year sometime.
Was it last year sometime?
Yeah, they finally released 1.5, which had a shit ton of bug fixes and like RTX for the consoles and like a next gen console patch, which like lowers the load times by like 80%.
Damn.
Yeah, it loads in like 5 seconds instead of 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then it runs at a constant 60 if you're playing in FPS mode, and then it runs at 30 if you're playing in ray tracing mode or whatever.
60, man.
60 all day.
60 all day.
But yeah, like they just released this whole list of like changes that they did and all the console specific stuff, and even on PC they changed a bunch of stuff as well.
You have it on PlayStation, right? No, yeah.
No, I got it on PC. But yeah, so they finally released the game.
But I mean, Cyberpunk, not Cyberpunk, but CD Projekt Red, they just had a whole slew of a string of just bad luck after the launch. I mean, the launch came out.
Yep.
It was lukewarm at best, a disaster at worst.
Bro, that water was ice cold.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like I said, like lukewarm at best, a disaster at worst.
That.
And that's just me being kindly, you know.
I got you.
My wife played it. You played it. I know my boy Travis played it. Did Steven play it?
Yes.
Yeah.
On PlayStation, base PlayStation, which is the worst way to play it.
The worst, Papa. Play on Switch though. But yeah, I mean, and like I said, I know several friends have had it. Some were okay with it, some were disappointed, and then they released this roadmap of, hey, this is what we're gonna be doing with some of the updates. That February they had like a major update. I don't know what I can't recall what they did.
1.4.
And then they got like hacked or something like that.
Yep.
And that lasted for the longest.
Yep. A lot of string of bad luck for them.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And then like their director left, the one that directed Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk, he left.
Didn't they get some like freaking some
No, he started his own studio.
No, but didn't they also get some sort of like lawsuits because they got
a lot of lawsuits
because of just disappointing their shareholders? Yeah,
shareholders were suing. They had class action lawsuit against them.
I mean, there was no video game outlet that wasn't covering all the shit that happened.
They were accused of review buying.
Yeah.
Man, it was thick.
It was a whole string.
It was thick, bro.
Yeah.
And so the game finally came out for next gen consoles as of February 15th, 2022.
Is this game in your rear view mirror, or would you go back on?
I'll go back once they finish it. I still think we're beta testing. People are beta testing at this point.
For $60.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like $30, and if you were buying it during the holidays, it was like $10 at the time. It's like super dirt cheap. Nobody wants to buy it, and they have copies of sitting on the shelves. So
and for good reason.
Good reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've got too many other things to play. Maybe once I run out of everything else.
Yeah. So what's gonna be their stigma when they release the next Witcher game?
They're not. Witcher's done with Witcher.
They're done with Witcher.
It was a trilogy.
Or their next game.
They might do a Witcher themed game
or spin-off or something like that.
Yeah. But as far as like Geralt,
or maybe not even Witcher, but just like their next game. I mean,
just game in general.
Yeah. I mean, how much of this from Cyberpunk is going to be hanging over their head?
All of it.
Yeah. I mean, they're really going to have to come out and have a stone.
They're supposed to have a multiplayer game at some point with Cyberpunk. Remember, that's not going to happen. Let's be real. But yeah, so they finally did their next gen.
Well, good for them. It came out, but maybe too little, too late.
But they're not done. They legitimately said they are not done.
Okay, well, they're not done. They're not done.
Yeah, so keep burning.
Keep on keeping on.
It's like they're burning the wick at both ends there on the candle. You know what I mean? It's like they want to be rid of it and wipe their hands of it like it never happened, but they have to support the game and put out something that they promised.
Especially to your fan base. Those are the ones that pay for everything.
And here's the thing, though. Even though this update is out with like hundreds and fucking whatever, but thousands of bug fixes and all these things that are going on, like it still isn't the game that they promised. And that's the problem.
Is this patch getting some positive reviews? Are people like enjoying it more? Did you know? Did you look into it?
I looked into it a little bit. Like I watched a couple people play
people
it.
Happy about it?
They're happy that it's playing at a solid frame rate on consoles.
Okay.
What they weren't happy about was like they had said that, oh, cars don't just pop in anymore or whatever during the live stream, and then like 5 minutes later, like a car popped in and like exploded everything, which was hilarious. And like you hear the developers laughing in the background, like they knew exactly, and you just see the chat just light up, and you're like, oh boy,
bunch of pogs and lols.
Oh, bro, it's ridiculous. You know, like time will tell. You know, if it turns into the like, let's be fair here and say that Witcher wasn't perfect whenever it launched either.
A lot of AAA games aren't,
but
perfect.
it didn't have the hate that it had, and even then, CD Projekt Red has never been a AAA studio. It was always a AA studio with the AAA games that they put out. Like they were putting out good games with less budget or whatever.
Yeah.
So
smaller teams.
Way smaller teams. So I will hold off and see how it ends up being in the future. As of right now, like I've got way too many things to play. Like
for sure,
you know, Elden Ring and Horizon and all that other stuff. But I'm glad that they put it out. I'm glad that the people that have purchased it on consoles, if they have the next gen console, they are able to at least play the game now. You know, at a solid frame rate and no texture pop in and lower loading times.
Which one had a worst launch? Battlefield 2042 or Cyberpunk?
They're both pretty bad.
Which one, in your opinion, which one had the worst?
Cyberpunk had way more hype. Way more hype. I think Battlefield lost a little bit of the hype because they didn't release a game in 4 years or 3 years or something like that, right? So they kind of lost a little bit of that hype. But now, looking back at it, I think that just Cyberpunk was just built up so high, and then the delays upon delays upon delays
and
upon
just
delays.
The failure to launch. Well, I mean,
and it didn't even failure to launch. It crashed and burned on re-entry, bro. Like it didn't even fucking get out of the fucking stratosphere. It didn't even leave the pad. It just fell over and just blew up on the launch pad, dude. It didn't even get out the gate.
Well, because I think I saw. I'm gonna punch down here because I can. I don't care. You guys get at me. But I saw Kevin tweeting out that some people are wanting to sign petitions to get their refunds for Battlefield 2042 on the PlayStation storefront.
Good luck. Good luck.
That's not gonna happen, is it?
Just stop giving them money, dude. Stop giving them money. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Like I pre-order the games that I know I'm gonna play. Like I didn't know Horizon Zero Dawn was gonna be as good as it is, but I kind of had a feeling.
You played the first one.
I played the first one. I enjoyed it. This one's way bigger, but like also at the same time, I'm having fun, like exploring and stuff. But like I pre-ordered Cyberpunk based off The Witcher. Now, will I ever pre-order another Cyberpunk game again? No. Not gonna happen. Fool me once. That's all you get.
Yeah.
That's all you're getting. You know, my money's important to me.
Yeah, you work hard for it.
I work real hard for it.
You work hard for it. You don't want to.
Now, did you read any reviews on King of Fighters? Did you have somebody talk you into it or
no?
No, you just fuck it.
No, it's King of Fighters. Yeah, I took a chance, and it's
what I did with Sifu.
Yeah.
So I did with Sifu. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take a chance.
Well, I heard. Well, they've been doing a lot of work with the whole rollback system implementing on the fighting game, and you know what? To me, it's
a high sale.
That's good for me. Yeah, it's awesome. That's the way to go.
That's what I did with Sifu. Like I saw a couple of reviews on it or whatever, but I didn't really I was like looking forward to the game as soon as it was announced, and I was like, fuck. And then like as soon as the reviews came out and they kind of confirmed it for me, and I watched a couple of streams, and I was like, damn, this game looks good. And then like I was trying to play God of War. I wanted to beat him up. I wanted to play a beat him up, and then like God of War just kept on crashing. So I was like, fuck it.
Is it still crashing on you?
I haven't even gone back to it. Fucking Sifu.
So remember you said an overlay was causing problems?
I wasn't even streaming. I was just trying to sit down right here and play, period. Like I was opening up the game, hitting continue, and it would freeze before I could even move the controller. Like it would freeze, and then it would be like, an error has occurred. Send a crash report or whatever. And it had never popped up with a crash report before, but now it's just constant crash reports. And then like I finally got it to work, so I played for a little bit. I got past both ogres, and then I went into the where was I at? I'd restarted the game because I was like, fuck, I can't play this game on very hard starting off. I'll do it on like a new game plus or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like I had gone back and gotten a little bit further than where I was at originally. Even with the crashes and stuff, I finally got it to work. And then like I was like, fuck it, Sifu at this point.
Are you just a one of, or is this kind of been happening with God of War? Do you know?
Just God of War. Because I could play Lost Ark for 10,
but I mean,
15 hours.
other people, yeah,
I've been seeing a lot of crash
there's
reports,
some crashes here and there.
Right, but it might just be my configuration. It might be the resolution that I'm at. It might be NVIDIA. It might be AMD. It might be Intel. It might be AMD. You know what I mean? But like,
but still, the fact that it's not working.
The fact that it wasn't working, it was kind of bumming me out. And I was like, I could just put my PlayStation copy in there and play it that way too if I wanted to with the 60 FPS mode and all that stuff. But I wanted to replay it on PC at 4K, like full on 4K with all DLSS, all the bells and whistles, HDR, all the good shit. And because the PlayStation 5 version only just it's still 1080p. It's just 60 FPS, and it's like I wanted all the I wanted all the textures, all the resolution, and all that stuff, and the sound with fucking Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision and all that stuff. So I wanted the upgrade, and like the first time I played it, it crashed on me, so I gave it a break.
I remember that, yeah.
And then like I figured out that maybe I was just the stream from Discord or whatever, so I stopped streaming to Discord. And then like I was playing it for a little bit on Give Me God of War, and then like that's just so hard of a game. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna restart. And then like I was going in to restart the game, and it was crash. I was like, fuck it, Sifu. I started playing Sifu.
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah, man, it's frustrating sometimes with PC games, dude. Like, yeah, PC is definitely the better platform to play on. But like you do run into these issues, like compatibility issues and things like that. Whereas like a game like on PlayStation, you just download it online. Yeah, and it just plays.
Well, especially like Horizon Zero Dawn, where it's a game from a PlayStation studio designed for their PlayStation hardware.
Right.
Where it may have some little bugs here and there at launch, but for the most part, you're probably gonna be able to play it and have a good time, and then the bugs will get squashed out. If it's like something like Cyberpunk, where it's made for all these different platforms, again, would it be optimal for this one that you have, or is it optimal for this one that you have? Would it be playable for this platform or this console? And that's where you start like there is some risks when it comes to like having played these games from that land on different platforms and different consoles. But it always comes down to the consumer too. Just
right.
Do your homework.
Right. Yeah. Did you see the Elden Ring system requirements?
I saw some of it. It didn't look too beefy for me.
Do you have 12 gigs of RAM in your PC?
Do I? Think so, yeah.
Okay. I don't remember what we put in there. It's not super beefy, but that RAM, the RAM is pretty high.
I got like 32, 16.
And you either have 16, 8, or 32. So I just wanted to make sure that you had what you needed, because that's the minimum is 12. Yeah. Recommended is 16.
I got at least 16. I got at least 16
recommended.
For sure.
Do you hit all the recommended spots? You have the 3600X, right? No, you have a
2070 Super.
Yeah, I know. That's your graphics card, your processor. I was talking about.
i7.
You have an AMD processor. Ryzen 7.
Ryzen 7, yeah.
Okay, so you got that part. You got the graphics card part. I don't know if you had the memory or not.
Yeah, I got a 16 on
60 gigs of storage, baby. Let's go. So just for those who are uneducated, minimum requirements are Windows 10, an i5 8400 or a Ryzen 3 3300, 12 gigs of RAM, a 1060 or a 580 RX series graphics card from AMD, DirectX 12 minimum. You cannot go DirectX 11. So that means all the cards under the 10 series and under the 5 series are just out.
Not enough.
Not good enough. You need 60 gigabytes. And then the only thing that changes from the minimum to the recommended is you can have Windows 11. Of course, recommended you need an i7 or a Ryzen 5, 16 gigs of RAM, or a 1070 or a RX Vega 56 8 gig and up. DirectX 12 only, and of course 60 gigabytes of storage. Now the RAM is pretty significant.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's
that's
average?
Like 2, 4, somewhere around there. Let's look at God of War, which just came out recently.
What about Sekiro? That'd be a good one. That'd be a good benchmark.
Okay.
That'd be a good benchmark.
Sekiro PC.
Yeah, I saw the requirements. I'm like, I still feel confident my computer's still beefy enough that it could handle stuff for the next, at least 3-4 years.
All right, so minimum requirements for Sekiro was Windows 7, an i3 processor, 4 gigs of RAM. Recommended was 8 with a 970 and a i5. So Sekiro seems to be like the more optimized for lower performing, but also DirectX 11. It wasn't DirectX 12 game. So they seem to be moving into the next gen with this title. So yeah, I'm excited. I definitely meet those. I know you do. I don't. Well, for the RAM, I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I
think I got 32. 32 or 16. 32.
But you should be fine. Yeah, I'm excited.
What do you have, 64?
I've got 64.
Yeah, I got 32 then. That's right.
Okay. So looking forward to that. Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 are like fucking just confirmed, apparently.
What?
Modern Warfare 2.
They sold so well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and they have their BR still going on pretty strong. So
and they're gonna release a second version of it. How's that gonna?
Isn't it called like Modern Warfare 2022 or something like that? Aren't they the next in line to do the next COD? Which would surprise the shit out of me because
it's got Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 are officially confirmed. And they're going to be built on a brand new engine. Okay, they say that every time, right?
They just add on to the previous one and they call it something different.
Yeah. So that's going to be this year's Call of Duty, which I'm assuming.
Not surprised.
Which I'm assuming is Infinity Ward, right?
Yes.
And
because Sledgehammer did Vanguard? Yeah.
Correct.
And Treyarch
did Black Ops.
Black Ops.
Cold War. So yeah, they're gonna have a new Warzone experience. I hope that all your cosmetics and all that shit transfer over in your account. That'd be great.
It's a lot of hope.
But that's also a lot of data and a lot of hard drive space.
That's a lot of hope.
Let's be real. So they did confirm it. That was February.
But we also know that's gonna be the best-selling game of 2022
in 2 months. In 2 months' time, it'll be the highest.
It'll be the
best-selling game of all time. Let's be real.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, no. I think the highest-selling game of all time is Minecraft.
Of all time, maybe. I'm not too
Minecraft
sure.
had
I don't have the information.
100 million copies sold.
It is pretty big. They have a Minecraft con. So.
Yeah, it's on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, both versions. I'm sorry. It came out on Xbox 360.
360.
Then
I remember that.
And then One, and then now the S and X, and then it's on mobile, and then it's on PS Vita, and it's on the Nintendo Switch, and it's on the Wii U. So crazy.
I think my Google Nest has it on there.
Hold on. Highest. I kind of want to look this up right now.
Go ahead.
Highest selling game of all time.
Tetris.
Probably.
Let me think. I'm so old. Super Mario Bros. 3 or something like that.
Number 1 is Minecraft. You want to take a guess?
What's the next one after that?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
God, yeah.
You want to take a guess at how many sales Minecraft has right now?
Let's say like units sold or the value?
Sales. Total units.
Total units sold. I want to say 750 million.
You're a little high.
Okay, 500.
238 million copies sold.
238 million. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Me and Travis and he and Juan owes 2 copies. I'm sure.
Yeah, I got at least a copy for sure.
The top 10 selling games of all time are just fucking. They're all recent too, which is fucking
Pokemon's
crazy.
in there, a COD. Maybe a FIFA or a Madden.
Pokemon is in there, but Pokemon is listed as red, green, blue, and yellow.
Okay, the old school ones.
The old Nintendo, Game Boy ones.
Game Boy ones, yeah.
So you got Minecraft at 238 mil, Grand Theft Auto 5 at 160, Tetris at 100, Wii Sports at 82 million.
Damn, Wii Sports.
And they're coming out with a sequel, son.
Yeah.
PUBG Battlegrounds 75 million
Sounds
copies.
about right.
Super Mario Brothers at 58 million copies. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 51.8.
That's why they're not making. They're treating it like Grand Theft Auto, dude. Why make more when we keep selling it?
Fuck yeah! Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, Yellow 47 million.
Easy.
Wii Fit Plus at 43 million.
Damn.
And there's a tie for 10th place with Red Dead Redemption 2 and Tetris, the original Tetris on the NES and Game Boy, at 43 million copies.
Damn.
Oh, bro. Terraria is number 15, 35 million copies.
Terraria's a good
Call
game.
of Duty Modern Warfare is 19th at 30 million.
Damn, these are mostly all new gen.
So 19th place is tied up Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, and The Witcher 3 at 30 million copies each. That's crazy high.
And if you think about it, most of these games are maybe 10 years old.
Not even, bro. Yeah, like
maybe 10 years old, a little bit over. But
Skyrim is definitely 10 years old.
It's everything from the 360 PS3 days on up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like what, a 15-year window?
Yeah. That's fucking, just looking at this list of games, most of them
13-year window. I mean, that's just telling you how big gaming has gotten.
All the way down to 41. Sonic the Hedgehog, 23.9 million copies. That came out in 91. Yeah, fucking Nintendogs for the Nintendo DS, 24 million copies.
What the hell?
In 2005.
I bought that.
Number 50 is Super Mario Brothers U and Deluxe Luigi U. Yeah, but most of these are from the 2000s, 2005 plus.
Yeah.
With the exception of a few like standalone.
Yeah. Some of Super Mario Brothers
like
or Tetris.
Pac-Man's number 12.
Yeah.
At 43 million copies.
It's been around so much that it sells.
It's fucking crazy. So, that's a crazy list, dude. Just looking at that.
Where'd you get that? What was the website?
It's on Wiki.
It's on Wiki. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Wiki. But speaking of Nintendo, their eShop for the Wii U and the 3DS are closing down.
I saw that
in 2023.
I saw that. Gotta get with the times.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it costs money to keep those servers up, right?
It sure does.
You know,
it sure does.
Well, I mean, it depends on how much of the fan base wants to make noise about it, because wasn't Sony doing something similar with that? They wanted to shut down some Vita servers or PS3 Vita or online stores.
PSP and PS3. Yeah.
They did get rid of one, right? The Vita or the PSP.
PSP first.
Yeah.
Now they got Vita and PS3 coming up. I think in June or something like that.
Well, I think they redacted or retroacted on the PS3 online store.
Both of them. Yeah, they went
they're
back.
Like, okay, they heard the audience cry out, and they're like, okay, we're gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't pass. Yeah, Nintendo's one of those companies where they're like, we don't care.
They don't give a fuck. Buy it on the Switch now.
Yeah,
bitch.
buy it on the Switch. We're gonna port it over to the Switch.
Port it over to the Switch.
I'll buy it. I mean, so Nintendo is like, Nintendo does have a spot in my heart for some of the things that they've done, like some of the games that they have had over the years. A lot of Nintendo stuff is from my childhood, but they also do a lot of things where they're like, yeah, you're paying the Nintendo tax.
You got to pay that Nintendo tax, baby.
Wait, you telling me Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, that Wii U game that's being ported over to the Switch, is fully priced?
That's why they were porting them over, bro, because they're shutting down the store this year, dude. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
And
don't get me wrong, I like Link's Awakening, when they redid that one for the Switch, I paid the full price, but I enjoyed it. I had fun with it.
That was a legit remake,
but yeah, I mean, don't be surprised that when Nintendo says we're gonna do, I mean, hell, they'll go after their own Smash community and shut down their shit.
Yeah, I mean, just don't be surprised whenever the next Nintendo console comes out and they start shutting down the Switch.
Yeah,
like if you don't have your Switch games, like good luck.
Yeah, who's to say in 2037, right? Nintendo Switch online servers are shutting down.
Right, you're right.
So I mean,
just have your physical copies, or make sure you make sure you don't lose your email address and password, so you can always log into those consoles.
Right.
Because you can still download. You still download the games, which the servers still have to be up for that anyway, right? But you just can't purchase anymore, which doesn't make sense.
And honestly, I was out of the Nintendo loop during that era, during the Wii and Wii U.
I had a Wii. I did not have a Wii U.
Yeah, so I was out of it, because I went from Nintendo 64 when I was a kid, and it wasn't until I was a 30-year-old adult when I got my Switch. Yeah. So I mean, I missed all that in between, from GameCube to all the handhelds.
I had a GameCube, and that was the last one that I had. Oh no, I had a Wii U, but I sold it. Like I was being a dick and like scalping. I mean, I bought one at the store. They're like, "Is that real?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'll take it." And then I was like, Craigslist. I was like 21, 22 at the time.
Young and dumb. Who cares?
Stupid, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all I got this week, bro.
I think that's it for me also.
All right, well, where can we
what am I
find
doing
you?
this weekend, though? What am I doing this weekend?
Jacking off.
Checking off 5 times a day. No.
Coming on your chest. Doing an alligator roll in the sheets.
Alligator roll? The death roll? No, I think I got things. I think tomorrow, Dad needs me to go hang some drywall in the kitchen tomorrow. Just
at his house?
Yeah, I think Dad just wants to hang out.
Yeah, he wants to hang out.
Yeah, I think he misses
He just wants to put your Mexican ass to work.
Yeah. And then I'll do some King of Fighters tomorrow. When's the next UFC? March
5th.
March 5th.
2 weeks.
I might join you for the companion because I had a good time last time.
It was a good time.
Had a blast.
It's always a good
hanging
time.
out with the chat and talking shit to you guys.
Hell yeah. It's always a fun time.
Talking about Souls-like and which one?
Action adventure
and Souls-like and Metroidvanias. Yeah. So I had a blast. Yeah, guys, check out the VOD for the fight companion that Ruben had last week.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this weekend, guys, catch my stream at OS_Rick with the one. I'm gonna be streaming Saturday evening. I plan on having the boys to come over. If not, I'll just be playing online by myself. But I'll be doing some King of Fighters 15. If you like fighting games, please drop by and hang out, talk shit, have a good time, and all that good stuff. The socials, the same thing. I'm mostly on Twitter. If I am on Twitter, I'm just looking at like what's going on.
Nudes.
Yeah. No.
Porn.
Dude, you see what's going on in Canada right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a mess.
It's crazy.
That's a mess.
Yeah, it's a big fucking mess.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not there.
Make Canada great again.
Oh,
we should annex Canada.
Send Trump over there for a term. Send him over there.
Trudeau.
Yeah. Send Trump over there for a month.
We'll get Trudeau over here so he can legalize marijuana.
Yeah.
And then we'll just swap.
We'll trade swap.
And then we'll just take him back.
It's like wife swap.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
Yeah, dude. Alice was watching that recently. I'm like, oh my god, this show would not fly today. Not fly at all.
We should do that. We should do president swap.
Swap.
For one term. Do some shit.
Can't get the Mexican president up here because it'll let the cartels run everything.
That's true.
Can't let that happen. Can't let that happen.
That dude, we're on to something. That's a bit. That's a bit, dude. We need to work on that one. We need to write that down. We need to write that one down and work on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, you catch me streaming OS_Rick. Remember, you guys, you are responsible for your own health. Take care of yourselves, guys. Whether that's going out for a walk, eating better, or just do better. That's it.
Be better.
Yeah, just be 1% better than you were yesterday. Whether it's just eating better or going for a walk or something.
0.5%.
Just try, guys. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just be positive and stick with it, and you'll be all right, man. And yeah, and we really appreciate that you guys are hanging out. Thank you.
Yeah. As always, guys, you can catch me on all things social media at OS_Onslaught, even though I haven't used social media in a while. That's Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, everything, Instagram, all those good things.
IG.
If you guys want to hit us up at optionselectpodcast@gmail.com or on all things social media at optionselectpod. We love and appreciate every single one of you guys. We appreciate the fact that you guys hang out with us.
Thank you.
Week in, week out, no matter what. You guys are the diehards. And if it was your first time, thank you, welcome. And we'll see you guys again next week.
For Elden Ring.
Catch
our streams.
I'm not coming over there next week.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'll be busy.
We'll do it live.
Be busy. We'll do it remotely.
We'll do it on Saturday.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Bye, guys. Love you. See ya.